made me act like a Mortal Kombat character. You know, when they're like just standing there and you're choosing a character, and then boom, you change it to another character or whatever. Or what's the game? Like World of Warcraft. You have your character and you have to like dress them up and you can change the clothes. That's what was happening. I was wearing like safety gear and like different levels of safety gear.
Nice.
Yeah, it's actually pretty entertaining. I haven't seen it, but I mean, I'm guessing it's gonna look pretty cool.
Yeah, probably pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to roll into it?
Let's go.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to episode 2. We made it.
Here I am.
Roll into the first topic, dude. I don't know if you've heard about this.
Tell me.
Shakira? You hear about Shakira?
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
she might be going to prison for 8 years.
No, bro, impossible.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Sad.
No.
She's not the L of the week because I don't have the heart to do that to her. But yeah, you got to pay your taxes. That's what it comes down to.
So here's the thing. So she says that
I got the article pulled up here.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. But I heard what I think is what she's saying, that she was not living in Barcelona, that she was living in the Bahamas.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, and how do you figure that out? Like, do you have to live 6 months in a day somewhere, or how is that?
That's a good question. So, yeah, actually, I ran into this problem, or not. Like, I started researching this when I went to live in Colombia.
Okay.
So earlier this year, I was doing online school, and I was like, fuck it, I want to travel more. I just got out of the Navy. So I went to Colombia for 3 months, and I wanted to stay there for like a year or two. It was my original plan. And I was like, I wonder how taxes work. And I started researching it. There's like this worldwide rule.
Okay.
If you are in a country for more than 183 days, or I think it's 183 days or more,
okay,
you owe taxes to that country.
So 183 days, what is it? Divided by 30, it's like 120.
It's like
6 months.
Yeah.
6
Yeah.
months.
Because it's 365, so it's like exactly 1 day past halfway.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah. If you hit that halfway point of the year, you owe that country taxes. And also I found out if you're a United States resident, you pay. United States is the only country in the world where you pay based on based on citizenship, not residency. So you can actually live in a different country and still have to owe taxes even though you don't live in the United States.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, the benefits of being an American,
but I mean,
buddy.
there's a lot of good parts about being an American citizen, but that's one of the downsides.
Holy moly. Well, you got to do what you got to do to come back.
Anyway, yeah, she allegedly owes 14.5 million euros.
Oh my God, that has to be exaggerated. No, that
from 2012 to 2014. I don't even know how you make that much money.
Yeah.
And also that fine plus an 8-year prison sentence, which would be absolutely insane.
So you're telling me that on top of the $14.5 million that she would have to serve 8 years, so it's not like 14.5 or 8 years?
No, I think it's both. Yeah.
No, that's ridiculous, Spain.
That's what they're trying to do. Yeah. Spain doesn't fuck around with this apparently because Spain is right next to Andorra, which is where a lot of people try and get tax havens from. So they're like very good at this, and they do this a lot apparently. So
did you hear on Spain? There's two things I want to say. One is about the Shakira thing, but Spain just recently put a law that you have to keep your AC above 80 degrees Fahrenheit because of like issues that they're having economically. Yes, I just found out about that. So I don't know if this is kind of related. Like Spain is struggling with money. They're looking, where are all the celebrities? Where are they living at?
That's crazy.
You know what
above
I mean?
80.
Yeah, above 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
Man.
When you say it, I think when I heard about it, and please, if I'm wrong, I'm probably wrong, but I think they said it was 26 degrees Celsius. I'm pretty sure
that sounds right. That sounds right.
Okay, but and when you hear 26 degrees, you're like, dang, that's free. If you're in your American mode. But then it's like, no, that's 80 degrees. You're like, oh, damn. You know what I mean?
That's, shit.
And back on Shakira, my girl has a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
All right. I don't know if you know, but Shakira just broke up with PK.
Yes, like a month ago.
Yeah.
She's back on the market.
Exactly. Shakira. I mean, if this podcast makes it, I'm taken, but anyway, no, but
and we're gonna do the podcast in Spanish someday, so she can.
Oh, she can definitely come. Yeah, that's a goal. Okay.
Yes, that's my goal. I'm really the
oh my God,
limiting factor here, but I'm gonna try.
Oh my Lord.
Anyway, sorry, your conspiracy theory?
No, but my conspiracy theory is that and if I'm wrong, or if this offends you, Shakira, I'm sorry. I know you're not watching. But anyway, the conspiracy theory is
She's
that
our only
Piqué, huh?
She's our one viewer.
She's the one person that's watching. It's going to be on the title. So she's going to be like, oh, what are they doing? But I don't know if she talks. But the thing is that Piqué, he just got broken up, right? She just released a song, Te felicito que bien actúas. And it's like a little thing. They're saying that she's talking about Piqué. Like saying like, oh, well, congratulations, you're an idiot. You know what I mean? Kind of, in other words, sarcastically. And that Piqué was the one that said, hey, all these years that she hasn't been living in Spain, she has been living in Spain. And it's like, yeah. So they're saying that maybe he was the one that turned her in.
Damn, bro.
I know, man. Could you imagine? That would be
turn in your ex-wife that fast. Like,
I know.
It's not just defines with the prison time.
Yeah.
Man,
oh my God.
that's crazy.
That's ruthless. I mean, they weren't married,
that's
right?
savage. Oh yeah, I think they
were married
for sure, dude. Yeah, they had two kids. No. They had
kids.
Yeah.
Those are his kids.
2 kids. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Oh, definitely married too. Yep.
I thought it was to another guy.
No.
We'll
I
check
don't think
that
so. I'm like pretty sure. I was reading that article, and they were. Yeah.
I thought it was just like a boyfriend, and then they that he messed up because I know that she was going out with a couple of different guys. That's why I love Shakira too, bro. You don't know who she's going out with. It's not like J-Lo, in all respect to J-Lo, I love you too. You know what I mean? You're great. But J-Lo is going out with a different guy. It seems like every year she's trying, it's like she has more new boyfriends than cars.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, she has all the rings like Thanos, like Infinity Stones.
More rings than Tom Brady, dude. It's incredible. And she just, but that's why I love Shakira, man. She just seems like so clean, or like not clean, but like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Private? Like she keeps her private life private, I guess?
Yes, but like a
professional,
lady.
Maybe. Yeah.
Like Shakira's a lady. In my eyes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I need to stop talking about Shakira because then my girl is going to not want me to do the podcast anymore.
Yeah. Dude, this could just turn into an hour-long Shakira podcast. It could be a Shakira tribute podcast.
Do it for the Tonty and Dylan Shakira tribute.
This just in, Tonty is single. So we get to do the podcast more.
Breaking news. It's episode 3. It'll be real quick.
Yeah. But about the Spain AC thing, that's interesting because another European country, Germany, is having some problems with their not electricity, but natural gas.
What?
So I don't know if you know this, but I was actually going to make them my L of the week. But I had 3 runners up for L of the week, so I don't know. But yeah, basically Germany is they get all of their natural gas from Russia.
Oh,
mostly. I mean, that's where most people get it from.
Damn.
And obviously, that's a sticky situation. Now. Probably shouldn't be buying from them if you can avoid it, right? Because they're
going out of business.
Yeah.
or I don't know, or shutting the doors. I don't know.
Yeah. So Germany gets all their natural gas from Russia, and the reason they have to use so much of it is because they shut down all the nuclear power plants, or are trying to shut them down earlier, and are stopping building new ones. Which is very stupid because after Fukushima happened, Angela Merkel was like, nuclear power is bad, it's dangerous. Shut them down. And now they have less energy independence, and they are telling people that they can't be cremated. So if you had a wish in your will or something to be cremated, they're now limiting that. And they're limiting the temperature at which you can burn the body at, or
what?
doing half burns or some shit. Weird, yeah.
So what if they don't get the bones? You know what
I don't know, dude. Yeah, you can burn I don't know, the arm and the leg or some shit.
What? No, I'm kidding. The rest has to be 50% off. Only the top today.
We'll incinerate your head and arm.
We can freeze your brain. Actually, that might be a good deal. We'll freeze your brain to clone you later.
Oh, there you go.
Let's get a deal.
Save the gas and save everything, yeah.
Call it the Walt Disney special, the Ted Williams special.
And they're talking about maybe having to heat with wood over part of the winter and shit. Dude. But yeah, don't shut down nuclear power plants. This is a dumbass idea. And let people be cremated if they want to be cremated. I don't know.
I understand the point of view of, this seems risky. Look at Chernobyl, look at Fukushima, you know what I mean? And all this. I can understand their point of view. I understand our point of view. We've both worked in nuclear power. You know what I mean? So we understand how safe it can be under very critical and dangerous situations. Okay, guys, our military equipment is powered with it. Okay? I don't know if you realize how safe it is for you to say, oh, let me go to war with this machine that has, uranium in it. You know what I mean? It's a risk, yeah. But if for us to have the confidence to say we can run this without any problem, trust me, it's very safe. But at least in America, okay?
Yeah, and really most countries.
Most countries, yeah.
Chernobyl was just a failure of the Soviet Union more than it was of nuclear power.
Yeah.
Because they knew what the flaw was of it, but they did this stupid Soviet Union shit and not tell anybody because it would look bad and they would have to spend money to change it.
Right.
And but
an earthquake is a natural disaster.
Yeah.
And they made some mistakes in the engineering, placing the pumps all the way up instead of down. There was no pump head and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was kind of dumb to put them down there. But I mean, it survived a massive earthquake and 2 tsunamis.
Come on.
And it was made in the 50s.
Wow.
And no one died from radiation.
Wow. So what are we talking about here?
What are we talking about? Like, I know
scared?
It's like kind of shitty. Some radiation got in the ocean. That's not ideal. I know, but but still, it's very, very way overblown. And coal power plants are just killing tons and tons of people. Coal mining's killing people. That's way, way worse for the environment. Coal power actually releases 200 times the amount of radiation to the environment than nuclear power does. So.
Well,
yeah.
Today I learned.
Yeah, right.
No, but it's all the image of it. You know what I mean? How does it make you feel? People are so ignorant to it. Sometimes I really do feel like, hey, listen, this person is smarter than you. This person went to so many years of schooling or has gone through this so much training. Trust them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We all go to the doctor. Okay.
Yeah.
If the doctor says, hey, listen, take these pills or whatever, you may question him, ask him why, whatever. But if he's telling you, listen, you're going to die if you don't take these pills, I'm sure you're going to take them. And we're kind of heading in the direction listen, guys, we need to use every type of power to our that's clean, in order to keep this planet from burning up someday. You know what I mean?
Especially the ones that are already operating, keep that shit running.
Come on, dude. Instead of trying to pay more money just to shut them down.
Yeah, what are you doing?
But and it's going to be a process of educating the masses. You know what I mean? And that's where we have to fix it, man. We need to educate the masses, man. We have such a bad problem with education,
Yeah.
Kids dropping out, people just questioning facts.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
There's a large amount of people that think the earth is flat. I mean,
Are you kidding
it's
me?
falling apart. By the way, I want to have a flat earther on the podcast one day.
We need to do that.
I think we got to do it.
We have to do that, and we have to get one of the people that say that birds are drones. Have you heard about that?
Yes. Yeah.
That guy started it. Well, yeah, of course. Everyone knows that. I mean, I'm a drone pilot, a plane pilot, or bird pilot. Anyway, the point is that guy started it as a troll. He was trolling everybody, but he has true followers. Okay? He has real people that are now, even after he has come out and said, yeah, or he didn't come out and say it, but in an interview, I think it was CNN, they got it out of him. And he was like, yeah, it's all fake, but, it's to prove that point that people are so easy and gullible and.
Dude, talking about people that are gullible and people that can build cult-like followings. Alex Jones.
Oh,
you hear
Lord.
about his news today?
Yeah. No, I didn't hear about today.
And big update today.
What is it?
So yesterday he got whacked with a $4 million fine to pay to one of the parents of the Sandy Hook shooting.
Okay,
And then today, as a couple hours ago, he was ordered to pay $45 million.
$45 million.
$45 million
to the rest of the family members,
I think to the rest or to one of the other families. But he doesn't have that money. No, does not have that money. But I mean, I guess he's just gonna have to go bankrupt.
Dude, if we were talking about Shakira, $14.5 million, which I'm sure she probably has it. I mean, it's a lot of money, but she probably is good for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She is super rich, I would assume. Alex Jones was doing a podcast, bro. Alex Jones was doing what we were doing.
He's doing
the frogs are gay. Let me tell you something. Hey, shit is crazy in America.
Yeah,
Oh
he does what we do. He doesn't have $45 million.
Nah, bro. I mean, yes, he has a way bigger budget, way nicer stuff, but it's essentially this, people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Pretty much.
And hopefully we get to evolve to a point where we are talking to as many people as Alex Jones. So you got to give him credit. You know what I mean? Mm. So what do we have to do? Do we have to start talking about frogs and just like crazy stuff?
I don't know, man. I just saw, do you know what the Full Send podcast is? Do you know who Nelk is?
No, who's that?
Oh,
Respect Nelk. My bad. I don't know.
They had Elon Musk on their podcast yesterday.
Oh my God.
And I was like, what the fuck? I watched that podcast and they were asking him like the dumbest questions possible.
No.
I'm like, dude, you had Elon Musk on your podcast. You didn't even like think to do any research or like, prepare at least some sort of good questions.
Are they little kids or are they young kids or what?
They're younger kids, like in their 20s. They have basically like a prankster type channel. Yeah. They do like a lot of drinking and partying and stuff. And
that's all it is now, dude. If you want to get the views, I guess.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, they've been having some really big names on their pod. Well, but dude, yeah, they were sitting there just like, wow. They were asking him like Elon Musk, like, what would you say if there was an alien here or something?
Oh my God! I mean, like, you know what?
Do you speak English?
Oh God, yeah, that's a good question. No, but I actually think that when there's a person called Bobby McFerrin. All right, everybody, if you've heard "Don't Worry, Be Happy," and you thought that was Bob Marley, it's not. It's Bobby McFerrin. And if you thought that those were instruments that were being played, no, that's his voice the whole time.
Oh, that's all his voice.
That's all his voice. Bobby McFerrin, great artist.
That's cool.
And I always tell people this whenever people ask about aliens or start talking about aliens. I say, listen, if the aliens come here, we need to send Bobby McFerrin. He is the only person that will be able to communicate with them, bro.
Oh, yeah. He'll be able to make whatever noise he needs to.
And not just the noises that he'll be able to make. Dude, I saw Bobby McFerrin in a stadium with, I think, 100,000 people. It was filled with people, okay? And he's alone, no other instruments. And he made everybody in that stadium sing and make a song together, bro. You should probably watch it. Look it up. Bobby McFerrin, huge stadium.
That's pretty dope, man.
And then come back here. And yeah. I'm telling you.
New tab.
Yeah, exactly. Do new tab, pause it, leave it there, and remember, it's a great experience. I'm looking to go to one of his next performances at wherever you are, Bobby. Man. I'm going.
Maybe you come to Portland.
Yeah. Oh my God, please. Yeah. And maybe he'll come to the podcast. Hopefully.
Dude, we should hit him up, man. I'm blown away at like the type of guests that people get on their podcast.
Oh yeah.
I think they just like doing podcasts because they think it's better than. A lot of celebrities traditionally have to go on like Dateline or not Dateline. They have to go on the news, do like a whole setup with producers and media training and all this shit. But the podcast is just sitting down shooting the shit. Like I think they like it a lot better.
Oh yeah, and a lot of time those interviewers have an agenda. You know what I mean? They want to get something out of you. Oh, the Johnny Depp trial. Amber Heard. Hey, tell me about this. Oh, it's not about that, Johnny. Let me tell you about.
Dude, that must be so fucking frustrating.
That must be horrible.
Like, imagine you sat down and I was just like, "What about your ex? What about happened with this and this relationship?" I would just walk out, dude.
Yeah, but let me tell you something.
Yeah, no, man, that's gotta be frustrating. And dude, some of those interviewers, like for the Hollywood Report and stuff, are terrible.
Yeah.
Have you seen like some of the Jonah Hill will sit down for an interview and then they're like, "How does it feel being the fat kid in Hollywood?" And he's just like, "Bro, what?
Damn.
What are you saying right now?"
But you know what? If you ever stay in LA, you'll realize that that's how it is, bro. You get put in a bubble, bro. I was the Latino dude, bro.
Just get typecast immediately.
Bro. I was Latino, Arab, Indian. You know what I mean?
Anything right brown.
Away. Anything brown. And I mean, luckily, I was like in kind of better shape back then, so I was categorized as the better looking Latino guy. Okay, because there's definitely a category of the lawnmower guys. Let me tell you that they get cast just for like lawnmower extra jobs.
Damn, dude.
I was getting cast, which is fine. I mean, you got to fit the role, but the role is being made. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I was doing a scene on the beach. All of us were like semi good looking people.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
But you go to the beach now, bro. It doesn't look like that. You know what I mean? It's like the real beach. But Yeah, it's a great experience. I'll tell you, bro, someday or anybody, you should go to LA, be an extra for a little bit. You know what I mean? And just go through that if you're young and you want to.
They're always looking for them. Like you can just roll up there.
Oh yeah, you can go to Casting Networks. Casting Networks is one of the places they always have extra stuff and actual like audition stuff. The biggest one was oh my God, Central Casting. Central Casting is the biggest one for extras. Do you want me to tell you how I got into it?
Yeah.
For the longest time, I've always acted.
You were doing stand-up before that?
Yes.
Or like around the same time?
Yeah, and I had done stand-up in the Navy, and I won a little competition, Big E Got Talent or whatever. And I got out, and I had acted my whole life. You know what I mean? I had done talent shows, like throughout school, little theater stuff and everything. Always trying to be protagonist or like close to that. And I've always wondered, like, how do you get into acting? I was living in San Bernardino, California, Southern California. And I was like, how do you get into acting? How do you get cast? How do you find auditions and stuff? Because the stuff that I was looking for, when you look on Google, it all seemed fake. It all, it didn't seem right.
Yeah, I actually signed up for a casting thing, Boston casting, but I never got called though. But anyway,
you see, well, that's what I'm saying. Like for that type of stuff, I did get callbacks and stuff, but you need an agent. You know what I mean, to really get up there.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, I was just like, well, I just want to get into the industry. I don't care what it is. I'll do background work, extra. What is it that I have to do? Mm-hmm. And this was in 2016, 2017, early 2017, and Trump was president. You know what I mean? And I was watching a CNN video. Because at that time, I was like, the news was all you saw on YouTube. Like, at least for me, it was like always, news. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, I wasn't even watching sports at the time. It was so much news. Mm-hmm. One of the things was Trump going like, he was at the wall, and he's like, look at these officers. These officers are the best looking officers in the world. Central Casting couldn't do a better job at getting officers like this one. Central Casting couldn't do a job. Central Casting. And he kept saying Central Casting. And I'm like, what is Central Casting? You know what I mean? So I went online, I looked up Central Casting, and that's what it was. It was a background talent agency. And by the way, those cops did look a lot like what you would expect a Border Patrol agent to be. They were like chubby, very white, and looking like this. If you hear my voice right now, this is what they look like. You know what I mean? But, I mean, good people. The point is, Trump said Central Casting, and I Googled it. Boom, bro, got my first couple gigs. So thank you, President Trump. You did give one job. Yeah, for that. You know what I mean? You know how people used to say, thanks, Obama, or whatever, when it was really like, thanks, Obama. Like, for real, thank you, dude. For me, at least. I was like, well, thanks, Trump, on that one. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? And we respect, I feel like, you know what I mean? I respect whatever anybody stands for. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's I respect if you're right wing, left wing. Just be happy, man. And
just don't be a dick to people.
Live and let live, bro. Mm-hmm. That's it, man.
Don't get mad at me for wearing the wrong running shoes.
Exactly, bro. Come on, man. It's a free world.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, you want to tell that story?
Yeah. So today, just a little background. Right now, I'm training for the Inca Trail Marathon, which is coming up September 14th. I'm going to be going to Peru for like a week or so, about a week and a half. And then running Inca Trail Marathon, which is the trail that goes to Machu Picchu.
Amazing.
And it is the hardest marathon in the world.
What?
Yeah, like officially labeled the hardest marathon in the world.
Are you going to finish it? Are you planning on finishing it?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's a goal?
For sure.
You have to record it for the pod, dude.
Yeah, I want to do a vlog out of it, actually.
Okay, good.
Is the plan. Yeah. And, but yeah, hardest marathon in the world. It's basically the equivalent of doing 2 marathons in a row.
Holy crap.
But the problem is it's in elevation. Like you start in elevation, which is, it makes running a lot harder. And then you go up even more.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it's going to be rough, but I've been training for that, a good bit. And I've been running around here a lot. I've been about 30 miles a week, like 300 miles a week of running, trying to up it a little bit more. And today I was like, I'm going to change it up and go to the track. Mm-hmm. And so I realized I live right next to Nike World headquarters, which is pretty awesome. And
beautiful place.
There's this Michael Johnson track. That's one of the most beautiful tracks I've been to.
Respect Michael Johnson.
Yeah. Great
Shout
runner.
Out.
Yeah. He was like the OG Usain Bolt.
Yeah, man. The real one, the first one. Well, I mean, not the first one, but yeah, go ahead.
And so yeah, I went over there and I got my run. I was like, I'm gonna do some 400 repeats. And I did my first 400, and this guy comes up to me and he's like, "Oh, hey man," he's like smiling at me. I'm like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And then he like gets really serious and he's like, "Dude, Hoka shoes and Saucony shorts like on the Nike track? Are you serious?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I guess like it's a bad look." I like try to laugh it off because he was joking.
He was like,
I thought this guy was just like trying to make some fun conversation or something, but no, he was serious. He was
really serious.
I was like, dude, this thing is just open to the public. Like, I didn't sign some contract that I have to wear Nike stuff over
and
here.
the thing
like,
is too, like, how did he see the branding from so far away? Because I saw the brand on your shorts. It's like very little.
It's like not that noticeable, and
for him to know the brand.
Yeah, I guess he probably works for Nike. That's probably why he was there. I mean,
yeah.
He's on the Nike campus. He's probably like the head of marketing or something, and he just stares at logos all day. And I'm like, dude, it's a squiggle on a shoe and like a different squiggle on my shorts. Like, what are you talking about here?
Was he wearing running clothes, or was he just like walking there?
No, he was in running clothes, and
so
he was
training.
He wasn't running on the track, but like right after that, he like walked away or something. I don't know. But
relax yourself,
man. Oh, dude, they're all made in China by like kids in sweatshops. Like you just slap a different name on
it's
them. Like,
all
I'm
the
sorry.
same. It really is, bro. It's like certain cars even get made in the same thing. They just put different logos, different and that's it, bro.
Yeah. At least cars are made in different countries, but like
the design of it or whatever.
Yeah.
No, but like even some I think Toyota and I know Scion and Toyota are together, but like they sell two cars with the same exact body style. They just maybe put like a different engine and it's like you're selling the same car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And different names. Don't quote me on that because I don't know if it was Toyota or Honda, but I know that they do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. I believe that. But dude, speaking of cars, cars emit CO2. Yes, and have you heard about this emissions thing with like celebrities flying around in private jets?
What happened now?
So there was this guy, I think it started with the guy that tracks Elon Musk's private jet on Twitter.
Okay. He tracks it?
Yeah, basically like flight information is public knowledge.
Right.
So you can look up, flight data, just type in the flight number or whatever, see where it's going and when it's going to get there. And then you can do the same for private flights apparently. And then this guy just, did some programming and set up a Twitter account so that whenever his jet took off and landed, it would say where it went, where it's going. And dude, the guy flies like every day, multiple times a day. And then they started doing tracking for other celebrities like Kylie Jenner. Bro, they fly from one side of LA to the other. They fly like 10-minute private jet flights regularly.
Well, I can see Kylie Jenner do that. Elon Musk does that too?
No, he flies mostly like probably between like Texas and Cali and then like to Europe, between like the Tesla headquarters and stuff probably.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
which is more understandable.
Yeah, at least it's for work, I guess. You know, he's got to do like meetings or whatever, like shareholder stuff.
Right.
And like they opened a new gigafactory in Germany, so he probably like
goes
flew over there. But like Kylie Jenner's probably she's literally flying to the other side of LA to like, I don't know, visit a friend or something.
No way.
And then they started tracking all of the celebrities, because they all have like their own private jets, I guess, and they figured out whose jet is who. And do you want to know who the number one highest emitting celebrity is? By a lot too. Like it's not really even that close. Taylor Swift.
No way.
Dude, Taylor Swift. So
it's not even close?
Yeah. So they ranked it by like the amount of CO2 that they're using total. Which correlates to how long they're in the air. But yeah, Taylor Swift, and she's not even touring.
Yeah, exactly.
What is she doing? I don't know.
Wow.
Like going to the fucking grocery store and then different.
I thought you were going to say Kim Kardashian or something like that.
No, Kylie, I don't even think was on the top 10.
Wow.
And she's taking 10-minute flights like every day.
Wow.
But yeah, dude, Taylor Swift, by far the highest emitter of any.
They're just looking for ways to spend their money, dude.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, they don't know what the fuck to spend their money on, and it's probably gotten to the point where it's better. It's like when you have that much money. what are you going to sit in traffic in a car? Even if you have a driver, like, oh, that's still kind of a drag.
But dude,
fuck that. I'm in a private jet. I've got a lot of leg room and, you know, Wi-Fi probably and a butler. Like,
but why not like a helicopter? Wouldn't a helicopter be like more efficient and like maybe less comfortable, but more efficient, less CO2 thing? Why not invest? Let's say you spent, how many millions you think they spend on private jets? Would you think $1 million a year on private jet or half a million?
Probably $1 million a year.
Let's say $1 million a year. What if you said, okay, for a year I'm gonna do helicopters and it's gonna be $200,000? Let's say
probably. So helicopters would be cheaper. They would be probably more efficient, like less emissions.
And you can land like on the spot.
And there's electric helicopters too. But yeah, and you can land exactly where you want. You can land on top of buildings and shit. But yeah, dude, it's loud. They probably don't like how they have to wear headphones, and it's less comfortable, and they're a lot more dangerous because that's how Kobe died. They do crash a lot more.
Rest in peace, man. Rest in power.
I mean, they still don't crash that much, but they do crash more. But I mean, yeah, it's ridiculous, dude. And that prompted my meme of the week I wanted to mention.
Oh yeah, what is that?
Which is people are making these memes of it's just like Taylor Swift going to get something from the other side of her house. It's a picture of like the SLS, fucking the NASA spaceship launching off. And then it'd be like Taylor Swift going to the grocery store and it's just fucking SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. It's just funny as hell. But yeah, I mean, come on. We're at that point where and the worst part about it is it's not like they're just rich and they're saying fuck you. That's bad in itself. But at the same time, these are people that are like care about the environment and stuff and like preach all this like we gotta cut carbon, we gotta do this stuff. So it's so hypocritical.
Exactly.
That's really the worst part of it.
Bro, I have a meme of the week to submit for you, and it is RC related.
Okay.
Can I show you Google real quick?
Yeah. You want to Google it?
Your DIY drone, man. Under $100. So it's a dude,
best
like
drone ever.
An Indian
First
dude with a
ever.
controller. Like it looks like it's just like a Xbox controller or something with 4 fans laying on the ground. It's like my RC drone. Do it yourself.
Oh man, dude. Yeah, I had that fan. I remember that in school on the school desk. Dude, can you make like RC planes that are custom builds? Do people do like World War I like fighter jets and stuff?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing, bro, what they're doing. Not only can you make replicas, because that's awesome and that's cool, and I'm into that. I want to create a Blue Angels F-16. So that one's going to be awesome, a cool project to do. But you can basically chop up different parts of planes and put them together and make your own design.
Oh, that's cool.
There's a dude that made a toilet fly.
Wow.
If you go on flight tests, I think they made a toilet fly, dude.
Do you ever see that clip of the lawnmower flying?
No. Was that flight test
was a
too?
Vine. It was like a famous Vine. I don't know. I don't even know if that's real. I'm pretty sure it's real. I don't know how that happened, but it was a lawnmower that just like took off and started flying.
Dude, these guys have made everything flying.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
these guys are
that's
flight
really cool.
tests, and they sell kits online. They teach you how to make them, and that's what I'm getting into now. I'm like building my own stuff. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, go for it. That's a cool hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, I know you guys saw it in episode 1, saw my son fly in the plane. Maybe in a future episode, I'll show you. Right now, I'm not confident enough to pull off some tricks.
Gotcha.
Every time I try to do a backflip or something, I end up on the ground and not right side up.
Oh, dude, practice makes perfect.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I would like to make like a World War One. I don't know why it's so fascinating to me, the World War One fighters, because that's back when dog fights were like
a real thing.
Have you ever seen that movie Flyboys?
No, I have to check it out.
It's a good World War One movie.
And it's about planes? Now I have to see it.
It's about World War One fighter planes and dog fights. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, a couple weeks ago, for some reason I got really interested, and I was just sitting down and I was like, dude, where did how did planes start?
The Wright brothers.
I was probably a little high because I was just thinking about that. I was like, who the fuck really just was like, we can fly?
Let's do it.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
And I knew a little bit about it because I lived in North Carolina for a bit. Orville and Wilbur Wright. You know
exactly.
about them?
Wright brothers, yep.
Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. They were just like, yeah, fuck it, dude. We can make this happen.
Bicycle dudes, bro.
Yeah.
They were guys making bicycles.
Yeah, basically they made a big glider that ran some math, and they were like, yeah, we just need this amount of lift or whatever. And they got that shit working a couple of years. And yeah, dude, it's fascinating. And then that was, I think, about 5 to 10 years before World War One. And I watched, because after I watched that, I got really into it. And then I watched a documentary on World War One aviation, specifically aviation in World War One. Blew my mind, dude.
Incredible.
So at the beginning of the war, they were like still using horses. Some people were still using fucking horses.
That's why they called it the Great War, because it was like, this is the transitioning point when we're going from literally swords and horses to guns and planes. Tanks. There were literally tanks fighting cavalry. I don't know if you ever played a game called Civilization, which if you haven't, you should probably check. You know, you tried it out. Literally, you can...
Sid Meier's.
Exactly, Sid Meier's, bro. That dude's a, OG. But yeah, you literally had tanks versus horses like in Civilization, World War One.
No joke, man. Yeah, they called it the war to end all wars when it was happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's fascinating. So at the beginning of the war, it was like horses, and they were charging at each other, and then eventually they were like, oh, let's dig some trenches. That'll work better. And then the planes came in. So at first they weren't even using planes at all. The generals didn't see the use in them. They were like, it's kind of useless. Like, what are we going to use the plane for? They literally didn't
it's like a little toy.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
And so, but then some of the generals realized, wow, they would be really good for reconnaissance. Because you can just fly over the enemy lines, you can see where everyone is, we can plan on an attack way better, we can get way better intel. So that's what they started using them for. And they were basically like bicycles with wings. Yeah. They were glorified gliders, and they're just gliding this thing over, doing some reconnaissance and stuff, and then coming back and reporting. And the enemy fighters, they would pass each other and they would just like wave at each other.
No way.
I shit you not. They would like wave at each other.
Dude, what documentary is this? Do you remember the name?
You gotta watch it. I'll send it to you. I think it's just, if you just search like aviation in World War One, it's fascinating. And then the war started escalating.
Right.
And now they're flying past each other, and they throw rocks at each other. So yeah, one day some guy grabs a rock and he's
kidding
like,
me.
Fuck you, throws a rock at the other guy. Wow. And so that started happening. They just bring rocks up there and start hitting each other. And then it escalated more, and this one guy was like, he flew his plane into the other guy's plane and crashed it. And then they had like the first ever plane casualty. Basically. Wow. Yeah. So on purposely just fuck it and just flew his plane into or crashed it. I think they crash landed and like one of the guys died.
Did they both? Oh, one of them died. And the other one survived.
Yeah, I think the other one. Yeah, he survived. And then from there it started escalating a little bit more, and they're like, all right, we got to get guns on these things.
Wow.
Like, we got to fucking just strap a gun to it. I don't know, bring a gun with you, do something. And then they're just like drive-bys in a plane. Old school as fuck, dude. Yeah. Literally, dude. And then they were like, oh yeah, we gotta just mount the gun on the front of the plane and then just shoot people, right? And then like, oh shit, dude, there's a propeller. So they were flying and they would just shoot the propeller off. Yeah. So then they're like, oh fuck, dude, what if we make like a bulletproof propeller? And then they made like propellers out of like hardened steel and shit, so the bullets would just bounce off, and then it was like hitting the pilots and shit. So they're like, oh, okay, that's not a good idea. Yeah. And by the end of the war, the fighters started getting bigger and more complicated. Then they just started doing like rear gunners. And by the end of the war, they had figured out how to synchronize the gun with the propeller so it could shoot through it. Right. Yeah. That's crazy.
It's incredible.
In the matter of a couple years, they went from throwing rocks at each other in the air to synchronized machine guns and propellers.
It's incredible, dude.
It's nuts.
The engineering, and circles back to the point that we were talking about, like nuclear power and everything. The engineering and the development that we've been able to do when we need to do it, we will get it done, bro. We were literally today. I was just thinking, look at an ambulance. Look at a fire truck. Look at the little diesel truck that fills our diesel tank. These are all operational vehicles that do multiple things, bro. They carry equipment, they carry people, they provide air, oxygen like an ambulance does. They provide water. They provide like so many different functions. This little machine had a pump that was running like so many valves that you can do, different configurations. For people to say, hey, listen, let's put the gun in the front. Oh, we shot the propeller off. Oh, it's bouncing back and killing people. No, man, we still got to do it.
Yeah.
We didn't just shoot from the front. No, they didn't just give up. They said, we're going to do it. They figured it out. Killing is always bad, but when you want to do something, when there's a will, there's a way. I was just telling my son that the other day. Yeah. When there's a will, there's a way, and sadly,
it's true as hell. Yeah, especially times of war, technology advances so fast.
Oh yeah, because you don't want to lose. War's life and death, man.
You don't want to lose. You don't want your country taken over.
Nah.
So you start evolving and stuff. But yeah, man, technology is constantly improving, and I don't even think people realize, how much it's improving sometimes.
People don't know, bro. People don't know. We're very ignorant. Say again?
Oh, sorry. There's tunnels under Vegas now? Like, you remember that boring company, Elon Musk boring company?
Yeah.
It was like, let's just build tunnels, and then you can, like, drive your car through there. It's a lot faster.
He actually did it?
That's a thing now. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, in Vegas, there's the tunnels that you can take.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. How did I even know about that?
Yeah. I have to go try it out sometime.
It's cool as shit.
Think it's a good time?
Yeah. You wanna wrap it up?
Yeah, man.
All right, dude.
But thank you so much, everybody, for watching. This was episode 2. 2 happens to be my favorite number.
Nice.
If you say something on the comments about the number 2 and it being my favorite number, I'll pin you.
Hell yeah.
We'll do like the how ridiculous guy. We'll pin ya. Maybe if we say it together at the same time and mention how ridiculous, maybe they'll do that. They'll put the people's name on there. We'll pin ya. Maybe they'll pin us.
Nice. Maybe they will. Hopefully
you want to do it together right now or no?
Yeah.
Was that lame?
No. I mean, what do you mean? How are they going to see it, though?
Well, I mean...
They're going to watch the pod?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully. We're talking about them. Yeah. We'll put a little hashtag on there, see if they watch the pod, and they'll pin us. Or anyway, let's do it, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Hey, if you say something about the number 2, what's your favorite number?
2. Oh.
Your favorite
what's my
2?
favorite number?
Yeah, what's your favorite
5.
number? Oh, okay, 2, 5?
Yeah.
7.
My birthday is Cinco de Mayo, 5/5.
Oh, wow. I'm 2/2.
Oh,
no
nice.
Way. Yeah,
really?
I'm 2nd of February. Groundhog's Day.
That's cool.
So you're Cinco de Mayo, I'm Groundhog's Day.
I'm Cinco de Mayo.
2 + 5 is 7 is a lucky number. We were just talking about Vegas.
True.
It all circles together, bro.
Boom. There you go.
So if you say something about those numbers, or if you have the same birthday as us, put it on the comments and we'll pin ya. All right, y'all. You got something to say?
All right. Peace out.
Doses.